Now let's get into the issues. This is how it started. During this year's Ghana DJ Awards, I think it was in February, when organizers called Shatter Movement to come support them in terms of appearance and performance at the awards. Shatta Wale appreciates DJs because everywhere he goes to in Ghana, or the world over, let me say the world, everywhere he goes to in the world, DJs are banging his songs left, right, and center. Recently, there were some festivals of cultures in Germany. We saw how DJ Napok and his team, they were playing Shatta Wale songs back to back, back to back. So when that call came to the office, he said, Charlie, Sammy, these are DJs. These are people who have been trending my songs at the pubs, in the clubs. So if it is a DJ's night, let us go and show love to them. At that time, you were also aware that the organizers had advertised Stonebwoy. Who wouldn't want two top stars on their platform? So if Stonebwoy is then, they would also get Shatta Wale. Big deal for them. And at the end of the day, it's an award show for DJs. DJs work with musicians. So if they are, in fact, they needed all top musicians in Ghana to even feature on the platform. So it was agreed. Now I think a day, or it was either a day before the program or on the same day, that's on the Saturday. Then organizers received a call from an unknown person who introduced himself as working in the office of the IGP. And according to him, he told the organizers, and here I'm talking about Mercury, who is the CEO of Mercury Republic, the organizers of Ghana DJ Awards. In fact, the annual Ghana DJ Awards, which has been doing well. And the person who introduced himself as working from the IGP's office said, unfortunately for him, Stonebwoy wouldn't be able to perform because they have signed a bond with Shatta Wale not to perform on the same stage. This Mercury did not take it lightly because it was last minute. He wanted to do his show. He's advertised the artist. He was supposed to perform. And this call comes. Mercury insisted that he rushes to the office for whoever is demanding that to be done to talk to him. Let him know how we are going to do this, because these guys are not going to perform at the same time. These guys are not going to do anything together. It is time slot. You come and do yours, you are gone. You come and do yours, you are gone. There wasn't any way they are going to have any togetherness or clash anywhere. And then the person went off the line. Further attempts for Mercury to get him or her, okay, I'm sure it is him, to get him so that they can have conversations about this, clashed. Like nothing happened. It did not yield any results. Now, it did not end there. I think after the awards came, Kwesi Abuaji on Peace FM contacted Mercury, called him and interviewed him about this particular issue of someone calling him and saying or introducing himself as calling from the IGP's office and warning him or cautioning him not to put Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale on the same stage. Mercury spoke on Peace FM, and Kwesi Abuaji made attempts on the same day to get someone from the IGP's office to confirm if indeed a situation like this happened. If indeed the IGP's office initiated such a call to Mercury so the two guys can't perform, in this case Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale. All efforts by Kwesi Abuaji to get the police, the headquarters, whoever was supposed to give that information also proved futile. It failed. Nothing happened. And fast forward, issues have happened. At Beka show, Stonebwoy said, or Team Stonebwoy were not ready to perform. They did not perform. On Nima, Salafest, Stonebwoy performed on the same stage after Shatta Wale also performed on the same stage. Nobody died. In fact, at that time, the so-called bond or the so-called call from the IGP's office or from the police service, I think at that time it was not active. At that time it was null and void, so they performed. Now, the recent one at Legon campus, where the TF and the Liman show saga came up, and I have seen a video of Ola Michael pushing this narrative again, shouting and telling the world something that is not true, full of lies, false narrative that Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy have signed a bond not to perform on one stage before. Now, I want you to watch how Ola Michael narrated this story, and I'll come back and tell you. I've spoken to him, I've spoken to Merkukwe, and I want you guys to know this. Watch this, I'll be back.
Stonebwoy and Shatta Wale were made to sign a bond. This is what we should make public. Now, the bond states that the two of them cannot perform. Same venue, same place. Full stop. This is the bond. The two artists, Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale, cannot and should not be allowed in the same space. They didn't even give interval. Almost the same.
I think he said there's an interval between
no,
it doesn't have
their bond says they should not perform the same place. So if it's University of Ghana, University of Ghana campus, it's University of Ghana campus. But maybe if you are not back University of Ghana, it's a venue, it's a location. But if you are not Shatta Wale, they know you ever say AICC and our conference hall, no problem. But the same venue, no way. This is the bond that the police should have made public. But they decided not to talk about it. And the first casualty was Merkukwe's Guinness Ghana DJs Awards. He didn't know. And also called Bele Omuminu. And before the show, these policemen called him. Hey, don't you know these people have signed a bond that they are not supposed to be in the same location? And my question is, Ghana police, why can't you make that public? Why are you keeping silent on that? And then you are making event organizers, among artists, which is not fair. Come out and tell us, oh, me pamucho, and go for me no mabusia for me no, and I'm the C 2019 intino. Ya you almost sign bond. They say, and one me and mad the same location. It is a Kamumani a publica, and Al Hassan and Mohammed Hussein would have known a one conquer Bele Shatta Wale.
Likewise, Merkukwe.
And now, some money yet known and can Merkukwe would have known one mock up and Tia Shatta and Stonebwoy. Not after bedway see back of free.
Any other thing as a deck to Bele Shatta and Stonebwoy.
Hold on, I'll come there. And you know, some way say a more creative problem, ma industry for more creative problem, ma event organizers, and that is what is happening now. Now, the next casualty was Sadiq Salafest at Fadama. If you had made it public, say these people cannot be at the same venue, Sadiq could have known better and not build the two. Now what transfer ye dia no asakwa Bele say I was Shatta Wale team say and a Stonebwoy no and wo police strings so baby and wo di opeso a chese or influence or won kofobi in authority na Stonebwoy so a sekono na Shatta Wale perform no anya o say and ono so and ono so use hwan and ono use hwan and why are you doing this to the artists, Ghana police? Why? Dr.
Yes, so that was Ola Michael. So when I saw this video posted on Sammy K's timeline on Instagram, I actually went and I did a public commentary where I said that this is not true. It is not true that Shatta Wale has signed any bond not to perform on the stage with Stonebwoy. It is not true. There is nothing like that. Of course, it is online. There are so many fools online. So you will get some people who just come and insult with no facts. Baseless insults, and there are many of them like that. I keep saying that when it comes to the online world, especially social media world, there are more foolish people than wise people. I've said this time and over again, and it is a fact. It remains as such. Few wise men online, especially social media. There are more stupid people and foolish people there. So sometimes just leave such people and in that category, on that bracket, and let them continue wallowing in their fooling, and that is fine. So when I saw the video, I was alarmed. Said, the way Ola Michael was energetically talking about it, passionately talking about it, and other blogs, websites picking stories out of it and writing it, we have to come and put out the truth. We have to come and let the world know that that particular thing is false. Whoever called Merkukwe on that day was because someone did not want to perform and they did not have any better excuse. Of course, we know how some people are closer to some people who work at the police headquarters. We know. At least I can say shout out to some people, but it's not necessary at this stage. This is a serious time. So for someone to just call from the police headquarters and say, I work here, I work there, it is easier done. Anybody at all, like someone said, any stupid person can go. How did he even say this? Any foolish person can go to court. Any idiot, any idiot can go to court. So sometimes it is easy for some people to do some things. Anybody at all can just wake up and do something. So it is normal. But as to whether the person who is doing that has been authorized by the official bodies is what sometimes I wish as a people we need to take our time to confirm. Now, ever since I took the position as the manager of Shatter Movement, this question, when it came up, I have asked several times. I've asked my artists several times. I've asked some of the ex-managers that I speak to several times, and none had said they had written or they had signed any bond not to perform on any stage. In fact, their court case, ask me, how did the court case even end? We are in Ghana. I don't want to go there to the judiciary and how they operate. But you and I, we know. The only thing we know is the fact that they were given bail. And that they were supposed to pay, I think, 50. They were given a 50,000 bail or so. And to my artist, Aston Shatawale, the best he remembers is the fact that they were told to put up good behavior. They were told to put up what? Good behavior. Being told to put up good behavior does not mean you don't have to perform. Being told to put up good behavior does not mean you cannot perform on one stage. Being told to put up good behavior does not mean when someone is having a show which is about 4 kilometers apart, the other person can't perform. Or being told to put up good behavior does not mean that when I'm going to be on a show, the other can't be on the show. And this media people who are supposed to research further, media people who are supposed to do further digging of this information, they are not. At least I'll give this to Akwesi Abuaje. On that day, on his show, he tried. I'll give it to him. Yes, I think there are some things Akwesi Abuaje does right that many people don't do in terms of doing behind the scenes investigation before his program. He does it so perfectly. Sometimes when he has an issue to discuss and I'm involved, he can call me. We talk about 1 hour. And not even on the day of the program. We talk because he wants to do all the background research before he goes on air to talk about it. Yes, he does it perfectly. Some people don't do it. Some people, even when you want to talk, they will sit on their morning show and not call you because they think it is for them. They would enjoy speaking the lies. They would enjoy sharing the wrong information. They would take pride in putting out false information over talking to you to get the real facts of the situation. They won't do it, or they don't do it. And that is what has been